Dorothy in the daytime here.
It's happy hour at Topside in Baltimore.
January is usually pretty busy for me.
With drinks flowing as freely as the conversation.
How's the yellow balloon?
Tastes expensive.
Yeah.
But the beverages being served at this rooftop establishment are missing one seemingly key ingredient.
Cinnamon-infused ginger turmeric tea.
Alcohol.
I like the ginger. It adds a lot of depth to it.
They're boozeless beverages that can satisfy any palate.
Kind of egg white cocktail feel.
Just because you don't want the alcohol doesn't mean you don't want to connect with people.
Anna Welker is the mastermind mixologist behind Zero Proof, Zero Judgment.
I don't want to call it mocktails because a lot of people hate that term because it feels like you're like making fun of people.
A menu she created in 2020 for Dry January.
Dry January at a bar doesn't seem like it mixes.
It doesn't seem like it, but it definitely does.
It works so well that it's now offered year-round.
What kind of flavors should I expect?
And it only takes one sip to understand why.
So like that nice spicy kick of ginger, but you'll have some underlying notes of like that freshness of cucumber that comes through with the gin alternative.
I mean, this is delicious.
Thank you.
This is no Shirley Temple.
No, it is not.
For Anna, it goes beyond just creating a tasty drink. For her, these liquor-free libations are personal.
Everything that I did before revolved around alcohol.
Her journey to sobriety began 3 years ago.
Your rock bottom is when you decide that that's the most pathetic you want to feel.
For Anna, that came during a trip to New Jersey to see a concert with some friends.
I do not recall a lot of that weekend, but what I remember is my friends leaving without saying goodbye. Like, I just remember them turning back and looking at me and just kind of walking out the door. To see people who I've known for over half my life kind of turn their back on me, that was the moment.
But the shift towards Zero Proof isn't just fueled by those looking to give up alcohol completely.
And it's not only because you're sober. It's a great reason to do it, but it's because you're sober for 9 months because you're pregnant, or because you're running the marathon tomorrow. It's because you're on a diet. It's because you're on call, or you're the driver.
David Crouch is the CEO of Ritual, an alcohol alternative that makes Zero Proof tequila, rum, whiskey, and gin.
In January alone, we sold well over a bottle a minute. That's crazy.
They're numbers that show David where the Zero Proof industry is headed.
It tells me that non-alcoholic spirits and that choice is not just a moment in time. It's not about January. It is a movement.
Fresh lime juice.
It's a movement that Anna is proud to be a part of, having recently found out that her Zero Proof, Zero Judgment menu will be offered at all Hyatt lifestyle brand hotels nationwide.
I mean, if you had told drunk me 3 years ago that it's okay, just go ahead and get sober because you're going to create this menu and it's going to you're going to get all this press about it and you're going to be kind of changing lives to some degree and
no pressure,
but this is the thing that's going to be happening. I'd be like, well, that's a fun story that you're telling me, and I know I'm drunk right now, but how much have you had to drink? Because this is ridiculous.
And now Anna is grateful for both her sobriety and the opportunity to offer a delicious option to those looking for anything from a Zero Proof happy hour to a lifetime away from alcohol.
I love having this menu as an avenue to get that conversation going, to get people talking, to make people feel seen, to you never know the ripple effect.
I like Anna. She's terrific.
How can you not?
Yeah.
And I love this movement.
And we love Sean, too.
So
and he's
much.
in the cube.
Yes. He's going to join us to tell us all about Zero Proof cocktails. And I think he may even make some for us.
Well,
We
he's
cannot
drinking
wait.
them anyway.
Good for you, Sean.
I do not recall a lot of that weekend, but what I remember is my friends leaving without saying goodbye. I just remember them turning back and looking at me and just kind of walking out the door.
So for Anna, this Zero Proof menu was really personal, and we love that this means so much to her and has really made a difference, of course, to a lot of people, and we're so excited to have Sean with us.
Bartender.
Yay, exactly.
Sean, the bartender.
You're really good at this.
It's a little early for
drinking.
drinking,
You would think.
but we can do it guilt-free. What
Yes,
did she say?
we
No
can.
judgment, no alcohol?
Yeah,
or-
zero proof, zero judgment.
There you
like
go.
it.
I
That's
like
the name
that.
of the
Yes.
menu. And you know,
That's so
it was
cool.
so cool because she created it for dry January, which is a
Right.
big time of year. A lot of people give up drinking for that
Participate.
month. But she knew for a lot of people like herself, it's not just a month.
Yes.
It's year round. And,
Yes.
and it is changing. It's not just because you're sober. It's because maybe you don't want to drink one night, or maybe you already had a cocktail. Now you got to drive home.
Right.
But you don't want to stop. You don't want to stop
That's right.
socializing.
Yes.
That's
Zero
what I
proof.
thought of. I thought of, I can see going out with some friends. You have one drink. You want to keep talking. You want to be there another 4 hours, but you
Right.
don't want to drink for 4 hours.
Exactly.
This is a way to keep being social, to keep enjoying the friendship and the conviviality,
Yes.
but not getting plastered and being able to drive home as well.
And there are limited choices, I feel like, because I don't drink and I do go out. I like to hit the town and have fun. I mean, it's like, how many times can you order a
7
Diet
Up?
Coke?
A Diet
A 7 Up, a Diet
Yes.
Coke.
Club soda, and she
Yes.
actually said at one point, she said, you know, I would have people come up and whisper to me, can I have a
Yes.
club soda? And she's like, yes, you can. But maybe you don't want a club soda. Maybe you want something
Yes.
fancy. And Meg, I know you love Instagram. That's what she
I
said.
do.
Some people
She
want to
do.
take a picture of their drink. So if you're not drinking,
You got to do the classic boomerang.
Of course.
Where you cheers.
so here, I made some for you. I made it's just the classics. Look, we
Okay.
got rum and Coke, and we got a gin and tonic.
Okay.
Now this is Ritual, right? It's an alcohol alternative. So
Mm-hmm.
it's not like there's the gin, there's the rum. It's not an exact match,
Right.
Right? But it's close.
And this is
Going
the
for
man
the
that you
vibe.
interviewed who makes
Started
these
this company.
Right.
Yeah, he started it with his friend.
And it's sold locally?
It is sold nationwide. They said in January, 1 bottle a minute was sold.
Wow.
Dry January.
I think a lot of people, we've done stories on this, drank more than they'd like to
Yes.
have drunk during the pandemic because it was a rough time and you were stuck at home. And I think a lot of people within the last 6 months have gone, whoa, I'm pulling back.
And,
Yes.
and I asked him about that, about the pandemic, and I said, well, was it perfect timing? He said, pretty much. I mean,
Yeah.
it just worked out because it's a new company, but it's already selling, like I said, a bottle a minute in January.
That's good.
And,
All
You
right.
need to
here's the
cheers,
gin
you
and tonic.
guys.
So cheers.
Cheers.
Where is your
Eye contact.
Instagram? Oh,
We'll have to
dear.
redo
We'll
it
have to
after
do
the
it.
show with my phone. Yeah. Uh-huh.
So you can taste it, right? It's just
I taste it.
it's a different.
I like
it's
it.
not just a tonic.
No,
So it's a little
it is.
little kick, if you
I would
will.
absolutely
I'm ready for
drink
my
that.
next.
You ready to move on?
Double
All right.
Coke,
fisting.
you know, you're going to taste the sweetness.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, good point.
But you do taste it. It's not just a regular Coke. It adds a little something to it.
Something,
Yeah.
something.
And then
Yes.
if you're drinking, if you're socializing, and look, you would never know.
No, and it's
Plus,
pretty.
you don't
Meg
feel
really
like
is
you're a
double fisting.
pariah. You're the only person standing
Exactly.
there.
Right.
You know, you're joining in on the fun,
would do
but
it.
being
Anna
smart.
totally gets it. Like
Which one
the-
do you like?
Yes.
I like the rum
This
and
one.
Coke.
Do
You
you?
like
I
the
like
gin and
the-
tonic.
I like the gin,
Gin
and
and
tonic.
tonic.
All right.
Just
There
as
you
I
go.
did back in the real gin and tonic
All
days.
right, Jim, sorry, no drinks for you.
You know, you all have to turn your backs on those bottles eventually.